It was 2 a.m. The streets were nearly empty, and a taxi driver had just picked up a single passenger. He had no idea that the woman sitting quietly in his back seat was the most powerful police captain in the entire city. Tonight, she wasn't wearing her uniform. Instead, she had stepped out in disguise, hiding her identity to witness the truth with her own eyes and deliver justice where it was needed the most. Mike Carter was a simple, hard-working man. He spent his days and nights driving his taxi just to earn enough to pay for his young daughter's school fees. His face carried exhaustion, but his eyes reflected honesty and determination. That same night, a woman in a simple hoodie and jeans stepped into his cab. Her name was Sarah Johnson, the newly appointed police captain. But tonight, she wasn't a captain. She was just another passenger, quietly observing the reality of her city. "Where to, ma'am?" Mike asked politely. Sarah replied calmly, "Just keep driving, Mike. I want to see the city at night." As the car moved through dimly lit streets, Sarah noticed Mike repeatedly glancing in the rearview mirror, his face tense with fear. "Is everything okay, Mike? You seem worried," she asked. Mike hesitated, then took a deep breath. "Ma'am, it's not safe anymore. The police, they harass poor drivers like us. They demand money for no reason. And if we refuse, they trap us in false cases." Sarah listened silently, her expression unreadable. But inside, something was already beginning to burn. Suddenly, the sound of a loud siren pierced the silence. A police van aggressively cut in front of the taxi, forcing it to stop. Sergeant Tom Davis stepped out, a man known for his arrogance and corruption. Without any warning, he banged hard on Mike's window. "Get out, you beggar," he shouted. Mike stepped out, trembling. "Sir, what did I do? I'm just dropping off a passenger." Without hesitation, Tom slapped him hard across the face. Inside the taxi, Sarah watched everything unfold. Her blood boiled, but she stayed silent for now. She wanted to see how deep this corruption went. "Your face is your crime," Tom sneered. "Now hand over $200 or I'll seize your car." Mike's voice broke as he pleaded. "Sir, I only have $50. It's for my daughter's medicine. Please let me go." Tom snatched the money and threw it on the ground. "You think I'm a beggar?" he yelled before smashing the taxi window with his baton. That was the moment Sarah could no longer stay quiet. She stepped out. "Officer, what are you doing? He hasn't broken any law." Tom looked at her and laughed mockingly. "Oh, so now this girl will teach me the law? Stay quiet or you'll end up in jail with him." Sarah calmly replied, "Tell me your badge number. You're misusing your power." Enraged, Tom twisted her arm and handcuffed her. "You love justice so much? Let's see how you enjoy it in the station." He forced both Mike and Sarah into the police van. At the station, the reality was even darker. Tom ruled the place like a tyrant. He dragged Mike aside and began beating him to force a false confession. Sarah was thrown into a lockup where she saw several innocent people, victims of the same corruption, locked away simply because they couldn't pay bribes. Mike lay on the ground, broken and hopeless. "Ma'am, I told you, speaking the truth has a price. We're never getting out of here." But Sarah held the iron bars tightly, her eyes glowing with quiet determination. "Don't lose hope, Mike. Tonight, this darkness ends." Moments later, Tom approached her, blowing cigarette smoke in her face. "Where's your justice now?" he mocked. "Nothing moves here without my permission. I am the law." Just then, the station doors burst open with a loud bang. High-ranking official James Wilson and Police Commissioner Robert Hayes entered with a full force behind them. Tom immediately panicked and stood straight. "Sir, what brings you here?" Commissioner Hayes' voice thundered. "Sergeant Tom Davis, where is Captain Sarah Johnson? She hasn't reported her location for 2 hours." Tom's face turned pale. "Sir, there's no captain here. Just this rude girl and a thief driver." The commissioner walked straight to the lockup and froze. "Captain?" He rushed forward and unlocked the cell. Sarah stepped out calmly and extended her handcuffed wrists. "Commissioner, I believe this station needs a deep cleaning." In that moment, Tom's world collapsed. The same woman he had insulted, threatened, and humiliated was his superior. He fell to his knees. "Ma'am, I didn't know. Please forgive me." Sarah pushed him back coldly. "This uniform was given to you to protect people, not destroy them. You didn't just hurt Mike. You dishonored it." She then revealed a hidden camera from her hoodie. "Everything you did tonight is recorded.
every bribe, every abuse, every crime. James Wilson immediately ordered, "Sergeant Tom Davis, you are suspended. Surrender your badge and weapon." The atmosphere in the station shifted instantly. Tom was thrown into the same lockup where he had imprisoned others. Sarah walked over to Mike and helped him stand. "I'm sorry you had to go through this, but you don't need to be afraid anymore." Mike's eyes filled with tears. "Ma'am, you're really the captain? You risked everything for someone like me?" Sarah smiled gently. "I'm a human first, then an officer. Your taxi damages will be covered, and your daughter's education, I'll take care of it." Applause echoed through the station. Commissioner Hayes placed a proud hand on her shoulder. "We need officers like you, those who step beyond their identity to see the truth." The next morning, a new light spread across the streets of New York. Tom and his accomplices were put on trial and sentenced to life imprisonment. As for Mike, he now drives a brand new taxi, and on the back of his cab, there's a small sticker that reads, "Justice is alive."